Let's take a look here. Rinsler. Let's talk about user first, though. GC just got into it. Mechanically inclined player. He's really good at setting up his teammate Rinsler here. And Rinsler, this match that we're watching right now on our YouTube, crazy events took place. Rinsler actually was just insane. Like, he just followed everything up and was able to secure so many goals. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool dynamic duo between user and Rinsler. On the side of Terrible 2's K-Dogs. Been a grand champion since the original Season 11. That was before they changed it and made it red. Now, him and his teammate that he's been training quite a bit and helping out. I mean, I don't really know the story too much with his teammate about to be triggered as we call him. But still pretty good. Pretty good guy. There's Ethan. K-Dogs is a homie, says Space Elvis Rocket League. But there's about to be triggered. You know, he's got himself a nice set of stuff that he can bring out when necessary. He's pretty good at following up, and he does have the mechanics to be where he needs to be and get to the ball wherever it is on the field. So definitely a nice duo between K-Dogs and him. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the grand finals. What do you think? Who is going to win this? About to be triggered, telling us a nice little story. He's been playing with K-Dogs for about 6 years. They hit grand champion together a few times. Just haven't really played for almost a year, but they've reconnected and rekindled the strong duo relationship. They're back and they are ready to secure glory in our grand finals. So let me get that set up for you all. Again, keep posting in the chat. Who do you think is going to win? Tell your grandmothers and tell your dogs. This is going to be an amazing grand finals. I almost said grand champion because we've been saying that quite a bit. So let's head here. We're going to head to Champions Field because the winner of this game is the champion of the Orb Star League. Team Mutator settings. Again, best of 7 finals. Gotta change this real quick. I mixed up the greens and this things. ISO, of course, sporting the nice orange and black. All right, we're ready. Just gotta grab everyone. Everyone is locked in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement. We have a co-caster for these grand finals. You might have heard of him if you're here tuning in live. His name, the glorious or inglorious, depending on how you know of him. His name is Space Elvis. He's back and he's ready to commentate and give you what he's got for his commentating ability. It's a best of 7, and he's here. Introduce yourself.
What's good? My name is Space Elvis, content creator. Used to play in this league, but got eliminated pretty quickly.
Yeah, both your teams got eliminated.
I know. Both my I guess you can call them sister teams got eliminated.
But that's okay. You're here to find your niche. Or get ready for Season 2, depending on your mentality at this point.
Yes, sir. How's chat feeling tonight? We excited?
Okay, I think we have everyone. I just want to make sure I'm not muted. Someone said I was muted on stream. Am I muted?
Are they talking about me? Am I muted for them?
I think they meant me.
Let me I'm gonna unmute my tab. No.
Are we good?
No, I can hear both of you.
All right.
Or both of me.
Both of us.
Huh? Both of us. Yes. Thank you.
All right, let's start this thing and get this amazing 2-month season over with. It's been great. It's been fun. Lots of dreams have been shattered. And for these two teams, dreams have been made. Who will be the Orb Star champion after this match? Who do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to take it all, Space Elvis?
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's close. I think both teams have proven that they have what it takes to make it here. Oh, wait, we got people leaving.
Oh my gosh. It like automatically makes this game on Asia. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know why.
I don't know, man. It's trippy.
Asia Maritime. I literally I put it on West. Okay. Let's hype you all up. Take it back.
Yes.
Shatter all of your dreams. And now let's go back.
We're just building anticipation.
We just faked you out. How do you feel about that, chat? Now the real game starts. The script has been set. The players are ready to play out a story that has been brewing for 2 months now.
Let's just hit auto, not gonna lie. Yeah, so as I was saying before the servers decided to go to Europe or Asia, anyways, both these teams have obviously proven that they have what it takes to be here. So I think this last best of 5, best of 7 comes down to just mentality, honestly, in my opinion.
I think so too. Both these guys have what it takes to win this thing. Both have really good chemistry between their teammates, and none of the subs are playing. So these guys have what it takes. It's been a long night, but they're all really well warmed up as they've all played a bunch of matches by now today. So it's really anyone's game. Like you said, mentality is going to be important. Someone's going to lose this first game, and the other team is going to have to find a way to keep themselves in it and not be let down. It's going to be a long series, I bet. And the first goal is going to be secured by K-Dogs.
I'm surprised that wasn't an assist from about to be triggered.
Yeah, maybe it was just too long of a pass.
I suppose. But I can already see the chemistry. I'd like to hear some comms, maybe some behind the scenes eventually someday. I would like to hear. I'm sure they're
yeah, they're both in chat.
I've used chemistry 3 times in this sentence, and I'm going to use it again. I'm pretty sure their chemistry is on point.
Yeah, we might be able to hop into a chat and listen to their comms. Obviously, with Discord, they know when we're listening, so that'll be a little bit tricky.
I wouldn't want to put any pressure on them. I know if I were playing in a match and somebody randomly joined, I wouldn't be very happy.
Yeah, I think next season we're going to try and find a way to do it a little bit more sneakily. Anyways, Rinsler going to do a nice little back pass to his teammate User. He's ready to push it downfield. Gets past one, can't get it past K-Dogs. Rinsler always waiting though. Gets the floater over the defenders and secures a tie. This tie right here. They just got it.
Yep. That was a good read by Rinsler because he not only had to focus on the defender, but there was also someone behind him who could have possibly gone for more of an aggressive play, like a bum demo, and so he had to watch in front of him and behind him at the same time. And I don't know if anyone in the chat has ever tried that. I did once, and I passed out doing it, so it's not really the easiest. And we see K-Dogs immediately returning that goal with another goal.
Yeah, there he goes, just being so patient as we're so used to seeing him be. He's the break checker of the league, and he's always able to just outweight the defender and get the ball up and over them at the very last possible second. So we're able to see that take place. Nice little pass to nobody, so User's going to pick this one up. K-Dogs now, he's got an opportunity to push it downfield. He's got a lot of boost to work with, so here he goes. Gets it past Rinsler. He's got an opportunity to get past User. He does, and about to be triggered, is not in the right spot to get that shot. So here we go. Opportunity for a pinch. Rinsler's going to go for the demo instead. Does not find it, and the shot goes off the post. So here we go. Back pass from User right into Rinsler's hood. About to be triggered. Trying to get the clear, but and ISO just waiting so patiently midfield, and Rinsler's back at it again. Just really heated here on the side of yellow and midfield. Now K-Dog's pushing it forward. Can't quite find the shot, and Rinsler's going to get a save. Nice easy save, so User's going to go up the wall with this one, but gets it stopped by K-Dog's challenge. Really nice challenge. Not a lot of boost, but he has the opportunity to get a pass here. Can't get it past Rinsler, though. Big opportunity for ISO. Can Orange get the pass? User's not center where Rinsler passed it to, so K-Dogs can pick this one up. He's got some room to grab boost, and now here comes the patience. Break checker up the lead. Can't get it past both of them, though. Barely gets it past User.
To me, it feels like the Terrible Twos like to show more of their ball control on the goal line, whereas, is it ISO, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I was not triggering anyone else. I feel like they like to display their ball control kind of more towards like the midfield. As we can see here, we got challenges. I feel like, to me, the Terrible Twos are playing more of like a patience game, whereas ISO are really aggressive. And so when you have those two playstyles clashing together, it really comes down to who wants it more. Very, very even, as we can see here.
Absolutely. Rinsler getting a big demo. This is going to open up some big opportunities on the offensive side. But no one to punch that one through. K-Dog's got no boost, so flips it into User. User collecting a nice save there. Really clutch to get there in time. About to be triggered. It's got a big opportunity to work. And he's got a lot of things he can go for here. Opts to try and flip it past the defense. Gets it past one, but Rinsler barely getting it past. Yeah, the save there, that's his third. So here comes User. Trying to maneuver himself with his freestyle ability to stay on par with the goal. With the ball, rather. And here comes Rinsler. Bounces into the wall. I think the pressure might be getting to Rinsler and ISO as a whole here. They got 20 seconds here, and the aggression has wind down for them just a little bit, but enough to be noticeable. See, that could have been a shot, and it actually turns into a goal.
I think you cast your person, not gonna lie. I think they were listening to you, and they're like, nah, now you're wrong. See, this is how it's done.
Yeah, User finding that aggression at the last 20 seconds here. So we'll see what happens. There's a lot of time here for anyone. Now, about to be triggered is able to push it to the side of ISO. That's going to be a huge
an aggressive
boost.
Bump play here.
Yeah, the demo was sought after, and here comes the shot.
Shut up. Oh,
double tap. Not enough. Rinsler's going to keep it up. Might be questionable, but User's going to try and make the most of it. K-Dogs is going to push it back to Orange, and we're going to overtime.
I also feel like the Terrible Twos have an advantage. I think I counted correctly. They lost one, maybe two kickoffs. But then again, I feel like the defensive side of ISO are able to pick up quickly and turn it into an offensive play.
That's true. That's definitely going to be something that we were going to want to look at for the whole series, as we've only had about 4 or 5, I think 6 kickoffs in total, but still a nice statistic to bring to the table and understand who's going to continue to get that early control of the ball. So now we're on Terrible Twos here. ISO's going to push it forward. We're centered, ready for some follow-up. User's going to try and keep it in play. Rinsler's turn, bouncing off the wall here. Heads towards the goal, but K-Dogs is ready. There's the shot. K-Dogs finds a way to get back. Here comes about to be triggered, trying to find that clear. It's a nice challenge midfield. User's going to pick this one up. Oh, he tries to find something, and it's a nice setup is what it turned into.
I think, like I said, it's all about mentality in this best of 7, and we were about ready to finish the game, and it ended up becoming a tie, I believe. If I'm correct, the Terrible Twos were winning, were they not? Right?
Yeah, they were winning that whole sequence. It was literally the last, if we include overtime, I guess, minute of gameplay that ISO was able to get the last 2 goals there.
Yeah, so ISO were able to force an overtime, and I think that that goal that forced the overtime had some sort of confidence booster that helped them in this overtime. I noticed immediately after that first kickoff, after overtime, their rotations just seemed to be tighter than they were before.
Yeah, definitely hunkering down and getting into overdrive, I guess you could say, and finding their rhythm. I think it was really important for them to get that goal, like you were saying. So here we go, game number 2. We'll see if it's a similar story. Gavin doing really well, but Enzo having himself a nice game, being the MVP in points, of course.
What would your reaction be if I accidentally just joined one of these teams?
Yeah, I'd probably just leave and go cry in my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd do that
you know, all this hard work and just ruined. Yeah, I'd be so sad.
Yeah.
So Rinzler's going to push this one downfield. K-Dog's going to rotate into it. Gets a save somehow. So that's nice for him. Good stat boosting. He's the Russell Westbrook of the league.
K-Dog's with a pass, maybe? Ooh, not far enough to the right.
And here we go. Rinzler's going to do some... Not much. He's going to get blocked is what is going to happen to him. User's turn. Try and get the pass. And it turns into a success. Rinzler following up nicely.
Again, I think right now it's the communications. I think if it weren't for comms, that pass would have been perfect, but no one would have been there to pick that up. And that could have possibly been a miscommunication on the defense there as well.
Yeah, it could have been. It looked like a bit of a jumble to try and figure something out, but nothing was happening. The clears have just been really low for these guys. Big demo and about to be triggered. Definitely triggered himself after this sequence, but K-Dog's missing the follow-through on the air dribble here. Tries to go for a demo on Rinzler. Rinzler going to miss this one. No boost to work with. User takes the shot. Nice save from Triggered.
Save by Triggered.
Rinzler's going to try and keep it in play. K-Dog's missing the ball, so big opportunity for User, but it goes off the cross guard. So slow. So sad. That's what I meant to say. The angle just wasn't there, and K-Dog is going to pick this one up. Can't keep control there. Off the bounce from Rinzler. Here comes User. Can't pitch it off the ground. He's being patient here. Tries to pass it to Rinzler off the wall, but Rinzler's going to be really patient on the defensive end this time. And here comes the ball. User's going to pick it up. Another random save from K-Dogs. Nice stat boosting again. K-Dog's going to push it towards User. That was, yeah, a lot of good control coming out of those air dribbles. Not a lot of success thus far with them, though, with the isolation drives from pretty much both teams. It's really been a lot of team plays that have led to goals so far in this series. Here comes Battery Trigger backing and flipping into the ball.
He almost passed to himself.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. And he's just going to pop this one up. K-Dogs collecting another save.
I remember a couple years ago, K-Dogs once told me, just because you can touch the ball doesn't mean you should. And as I'm watching K-Dogs play right now, I now finally see what he meant. I can see him displaying these skills that he tried to get me to learn so long ago.
Nice.
If only I had learned.
What is it about the, you know, the selection of touches that you're kind of noticing right now?
Right now, I'm looking actually more towards aggression. I see, like, for example, right there, User, he's going for more of a bump play, but as I say that, then Trigger goes for the demo. I'm seeing lots and lots of ground plays, not very many aerials. I feel like the ground play is being dominated by ISO, and cannot talk tonight. The aerial plays are being dominated more by the Terrible Twos.
Yeah, that's something to note for sure. I wonder if there will be a balancing of that throughout the series, or if that's just going to be some commonality that will be kind of something interesting to take note of. I think definitely the mechanic ability of User specifically with his aerials is something to note for why they're in the air so much. And K-Dogs has been really noteworthy recently with his patience on the ground floor when it comes to faking out people. And I think that's why he kind of prefers recently to take those ground shots and ground isolation plays. So here comes Bout to be triggered. Gets challenged by Rinzler. He's patient. Lets User pick it up. Off the back here. Rinzler's going to go up for it. Gets the touch. Turns into a shot. Nice save from K-Dogs. And User's got to be quick to grab this one. But it turns into a ball that's going to roll off the post here. It's going up now. User's going to go and continue to fly with it. Gets it past one defender off the side here. About to be triggered. It's going to try and run it back to the side of ISO. Really low scoring series so far. Means a lot of good defense is taking place for these guys.
I like to go back into the replays once this is done, which, by the way, anybody who's watching this, it will be posted on YouTube. But I'd like to go back and notice the differences between the playstyle at the beginning of the game and at the end of the game, because I can tell these players are adjusting to each other. See which playstyles work against these constantly changing playstyles.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. And then ask them too. I'd love to see what did they consciously change throughout the series, and then we can note what kind of unconsciously changed throughout the series as well. That'd be kind of something interesting to note as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, game number 3. ISO is putting up a decisive early lead here. And here comes the kickoff.
Pretty even kickoff.
Yep, still going to ISO. ISO somehow, I don't know if he should have touched it there. K-Dog is easily going to grab control of this, but he doesn't have a lot of boost, but he can flip it. Yeah, that's what he does, and Rinsler finds the save. I like Hortigach's prediction here that Gavin Enzo they're clicking pretty well, but they might get overconfident and lose this match. We'll see if that takes place. User's not. He's trying to prove Jordan wrong here, and he's getting an early long shot goal. K-Dog's barely missing that save.
It's hard to read. It came in so fast.
Yeah, it was pretty quick shot. Another even kickoff. So here comes K-Dog, though he's able to get the early control, but the challenge stalls a little bit. He still has the opportunity to grab control of it. He needs boost, kind of gets starved by his own teammate there.
Another thing I've noticed is because these matches are so even, the other teams have to... Oh, I see the mechanics coming out now. Almost. I'm seeing, like right here, because I'm still learning how to talk apparently, but because these matches are so even, the other team is going to have to use the mistakes of the opposing team as an advantage, and we can see here there are a couple maybe overcommits or when they push too far. Then right here it leaves user with an open net and about to be trigger is low on boost. So I'm wondering if they'll learn each person's maybe weaknesses.
Yeah, that's something to take a look at. A lot of times in most Rocket League games, it is playing off of mistakes, and that's exactly what happened. Defensive blunder turns into an opportunity for K-Dogs. Rinsler not getting enough power into his clear here or pushing it to the wall, and that left an angle available for K-Dogs to tie it up.
Rinsler was put in an awkward situation. I don't know if anyone could have done much better than what he did.
Yeah, for sure. To be in that situation too, it definitely. There's another shot though.
Oh.
Another quick shot, right? Really right off the kickoff there too. Gets himself set up nicely, just cuts user off completely from getting to that shot as well.
The speed and the angle made that nearly impossible to save.
Yeah, when you're that far back too into the net, that is a hard angle to take on. Gotta be Trigger's gonna push this one forward. User tries to go for the challenge. Now we're going to the other side to K-Dogs. K-Dogs gonna pick it up, flips it past, and gets his third goal. He's really heating up here in game number 3.
Now we see response in the mentality of the Terrible Twos. First 2 games didn't go their way, and they had 2 options. They could continue, or they could take a step back and figure out what they needed to fix, and it seems like it's working so far.
Hortigach is predicting a 1,300-point game from K-Dogs. We'll see if he's correct. It's a lot. That's a lot to ask, but here comes about to be triggered. Big save from User.
Good save by User.
User tries to take that shot. Turns into a bit of a fake out for about to be triggered. User's going to turn it around, try to run it back. Off the ceiling. Oh.
Oh, so close. He's flirting with the crossbar. Trying to shoot a shot, but got rejected. It's okay. There's still time. He's got plenty more chance.
Yeah, 2 minutes here. That's definitely doable. If you've ever played a game of Rocket League, you know it. And here comes User trying to get that defensive clear. That's a nice clear. Oh, but he can't get to it in time. And K-Dog's, his shot goes off the post, rolling up here. Terrible 2's turn. Somehow finds a way to drop that one in.
I gotta watch the replay. It happens so fast, I couldn't even tell what happened.
Man.
See, they were so close.
Just the spot that he placed it was able to just maneuver it enough to get it under the car of ISO. So it's a
Can we
pretty
get some calculated in chat, please?
pretty solid lead has been built here for Terrible 2's, and it continues to grow. The mentality for ISO, something to be worried about right now. Are they gonna try and make a concise effort in this game to build that tempo back up, or is it going to be in the next game? Really, the faster you start to rebuild that mentality, the better you will fare. If you let that grow, if you let that hole kind of continue to stick, it's going to be harder to come back out of that.
This is always a hard choice to make as a team. Oh, actually, we see User going through one of the options I was about to mention. But as a team, you can either kind of just wait this game out. Obviously, they were down by 4. It's hard to make back up in a minute and a half. So they can save their energy, use their mental power in the next game, or they could try to build back some momentum like they're doing now and hope that that gains them some confidence for the next game, even though that might use some of their energy.
Yeah, absolutely. Can be especially in these long series, it can be really hard to decide what to do there. Almost gets that save. About to be triggered, it's going to run it up even more, this gap. But yeah, going into what we were saying about the mentality here. Long series, deciding whether or not to do a full reset on a match can be pretty tricky, especially when earlier there were 2 minutes left when ISO got their first goal there. It can be pretty hard to figure out, but it's really exactly what you said though. If you try too hard to get back into a certain game, that's so much emotion, so much try-hardiness that you put into a match that could easily have been placed into the next match. And in a long series, once you get to game 6, game 7, that energy is depleted. So we don't want to see that. We want to see a nice balancing out as we continue the series.
Yep, and that's what I like about watching competitive Rocket League is there's not just skill, there's mentality, there's strategy. It's a lot more than just mechanics. But we do see here that mechanics are definitely playing off of both sides. We're seeing some pretty crazy shots come out of both teams.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more double taps in this match than we've seen in the entire series so far. And that's coming out of both teams. I think all but like 1 or 2 players have had a nice opportunity for a double tap so far in this game.
Agreed.
So 35 seconds here.
See the fake by User. Oh.
And then he gets faked out himself. I was keeping this one running. Nice pinch. I think if you're a Terrible 2's, you want to get one more goal to really just drive in, rub the salt in the wound, as it were. But I think ISO just trying to eat out time, chew at the time. That's what I'm trying to say. And this ball, 1 second here, we're on ISO's side. Terrible 2 is really trying hard to get that last goal, but it will be grounded. And Terrible 2 is they're going to claim the first, or their first win of the best of 7. Now we got a nice prediction coming out of the chat here. Gavin might just come out of this next game locked in after a bit of a humbling experience here. K-Dog's only getting 873 points, not the predicted 1,300, but you were close. These guys both put in the efforts. 4 goals. That's 1 more goal than K-Dog's coming out about to be triggered, so that's really a nice team effort coming out of Terrible 2. So on ISO's side, definitely just kind of a kickback reset match for them. So we'll see what happens here in game in the next match.
I want to bring this to your opinion. I want your opinion on this. But I wonder, do you think Rinsler's car choice with the Fennec standing out from all the other Octanes has any significance in the series right now?
I think it really comes down to preference. You know, if we take a look at the Fennec, it's good for a lot of different stuff. I'm not sure what the hitbox is really similar to Octane and Fennec.
I think it's a Octane hitbox, if I'm not wrong.
And Rinsler's going to take a shot. Oh, no. His teammate saved it.
I think it was going for a redirect, which would have been a smart play.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Really tough
like the aggression
to see when it was so fast, but here comes about to be triggered. Missing the ball, though. He's going to opt for some boost, letting K-Dogs grab it instead. Nice decision. Here comes the pass. Trying to flip it over user. Here comes about to be triggered with the follow-up. Gets a nice fake out on Rinsler. Those have been just coming up more and more by Terrible 2 is getting a lot of fakes.
Yeah, and not only is he going for the fakes, but it seems like when he has the ball, he's just playing.
Bit of a blunder here on the defense. Kind of an own goal, but really nice. Just Rinsler seeing an opportunity to be taken with that pinch.
The positioning was really well done by Rinsler's end right there. As I was saying, it feels to me like the Terrible 2s are almost playing a game of keep away when they have the ball, trying to keep the possession.
Yeah, and that includes demos like that.
Agreed. We're only a minute in the game, and I think that's our second or third demo. It's a good pass. User might not be able to follow that one though. It's low on boost.
Double commit coming out of ISO, still heading towards the net of Terrible 2s. We're going up the wall now. User's going to keep the aggression flowing here. Nice save coming out of K-Dogs. Rinsler's going to try and grab this one. Goes for a pinch, but kind of gets a flat tire instead. Here comes user. Pushing it forward. No boost, though. But he's able to steal some from K-Dogs. K-Dogs gets mid boost. Kind of puts him out of position, though, because of that. And now he's demoed. Lots of space for ISO. Here comes the shot from user. It's a bit too right. Now we got to do a full rotate back for Rinsler, but now he's got an opportunity as there's a whiff coming out of Terrible 2s. About to be triggered. Going to keep it low and to the left so we can get a nice clear. Very back and forth.
Play. What a save by user. We saw there a second ago that About to be triggered had a chance to go for a long clear, but instead kind of went for a soft touch, which ended up buying some time for his teammate, which was K-Dogs. I appreciate the creativity.
Yeah, that was nice. Seen a lot of creativity out of these guys. Again, they played 6 years together between K-Dogs and About to be triggered. They've got a lot of chemistry. They both grinded to Grand Champion together in those early seasons. And as we watch more of this series, it's paying off. But the new grinders, the new bucks, as you might say, between user and Rinsler, they started playing this game 2 years ago, pretty much, and they've played a lot of matches together, and both have grinded to High Champion and Grand Champion between the two of them, and now their chemistry is also paying off quite a bit in this game as they get another goal. So both sides finding a lot of nice team opportunities, and K-Dog's going for creative.
Looks like he was trying to go for some flick.
Yeah, he was trying to go for
I
a
think
bit
he
of
could really
creative
make
flick.
contact. I'm loving the demos though. The aggression is amazing.
Yeah, both sides have had a lot of demos, a lot of bumps as well. Rinsler finding a nice challenge there in the left corner here.
I'm wondering, who do you think has the most boost possession over the entire field?
It's a good question.
Would it be ISO?
It's a good question. I feel like ISO has been able to sneak a few boosts on the opposing side. I've noticed that a couple times. K-Dog's going to flip this one.
Ooh.
Top left
What
corner.
a save.
Doesn't secure it, though. It hits that crossbar and the team. Comes user.
I'm really seeing a step up in the defense by ISO, though.
Another cross guard play, but it
Close one.
falls
Good job
in
by
this
K-Dogs.
time. correction on Gavin and or a user and Rinsler's experience together. Apparently, they've only played more than a year together, and before that, they barely played the game at all. So really nice display of grinding, competitive drive between both teams here.
Definitely.
Oh man, shot going off the backboard and into the hands of K-Dogs. That leads to a tie here.
I like the play strategy right here. We see the Terrible Twos almost forcing a panic stage in ISO. They made them go up past the crossbar, which necessarily wasn't needed, and it ended up leaving the goal open to secure a goal.
Yeah, that was a nice play, but also Rinsler just not being able to touch that ball quick enough definitely led to K-Dogs being in a nice position. So will he get another nice spot here? Let's find out. About to be triggered. It's going to push it all the way back to corner, buy his team some time to recollect themselves and rotate. Going to get a past user. A bit too far forward for him. We're still set up center field here. User gets the ball himself, trying to find the angle to make something happen. And a shot has been taken by Rinsler. Falls right into place. I was destroyed. Okay. Somehow I left the party, not sure why.
Wow, how dare you?
I didn't do it. The game did it.
Sure.
The tournament is just too fire. We set the servers on fire. Thanks a lot, guys.
I think that's why I was trying to switch this to Asia.
Yeah. It's cooler over there. Yeah, nice shot coming out of Rinsler. 30 seconds here. Terrible Twos need to find a way to tie it up once again. Is that going to come out of K-Dogs? He's trying to find a way. He's going to dribble as about to be triggered. Gets a bump and a demo. And we're tied up.
I was expecting K-Dogs to pop it up for himself and kind of go for a little air dribble, but then he ended up taking. There's 2 bumps.
Look at that bump.
Happening on the field, ended up one of them in the demo. It was a beautiful play.
The defensive demo was just a little bit too late, but about to be triggered with a clutch bump in the net on user.
Even kickoff.
That's what, 10 seconds remaining here. Big demo coming out, about to be triggered. Lots of space, and there's the shot. Oh my gosh, the respawn.
That was clutch.
Gets grounded.
Overtime. Another really even kickoff. User able to capitalize on it though.
Nice touch coming out of triggered. But Rinsler's going to keep it in place. Oh no, a bit of a blunder defensively. The shot is not there though for ISO. No boost for triggered, so the ball's kind of just waiting for a challenge. User's going to take it and gets demoed because of it. Rinsler's turn to try and keep this ball. It's centered. Oh my gosh,
no,
a bit of a fake. Another
holy
save! I can't believe that save. That ball was 90% gray and in the net, and somehow it's saved. Big momentum is built here for Terrible Twos. Nice fake. Another one.
0 boost though.
Like you said, it's keep away. He's trying to find a nice opportunity to find himself some boost, and a fake is what allowed him to grab that. So minute here in overtime, Rinsler's going up for it off the crossbar and about to be triggered. We're going to the side now. A lot of boost for Terrible Twos, but the shot somehow gets saved again. Huge defense coming out of Terrible Twos.
That was a team save because originally the shot was taken, and I think, yes, okay, so it was Triggered who originally went up to save it, and it bounced off of one of his tires up into K-Dogs to make the save. So it was kind of a team play there.
Yeah, solid save. K-Dogs is going to go up for it. Off the goalpost again. Terrible Twos trying to keep this one on the side of ISO. They haven't had a ton of aggression on their side. It's really been ISO here in overtime. User's going to try and do an aerial, and he finds a way to float it over Terrible Twos and secure game number 4.
You could tell the desperation. There were plenty of plays where they went into the air like this earlier, but as overtime kept going, both teams got desperate, so they tried to get more and more creative, which meant going off of the walls, and there were several times when double taps were attempted to be set up. And finally, this aerial shot was perfectly executed.
Yeah, that was really solid stuff. Oh man, those saves though were just beautiful from K-Dogs as well as triggered as well. But in overtime, man, there was crazy amount of shots that I totally thought were gonna go in from ISO, but somehow they find some really nice defensive plays there. Just gotta take a liquid break. Oh man, I'm all out of liquids.
Agreed. I'm sitting here actually.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading into game number 5. It's 3-1 right now. Oh, sorry, game number 5. That's correct. I think so. Right?
Yes. 3-1. So next game would be 5. Yes. I think.
I have no idea. We'll figure out how math works once we get into this match.
I spent my time playing Rocket League when I should have been doing math class.
Anyways, ISO collects this win. Game 5 of 7. If ISO collect this win, they will be the OSL champions. K-Dogs and his friend here about to be triggered need to find a way to collect themselves. Find the chemistry. Create the comeback.
We see an opportunity here. He was go for the pre-jump, and it ends up working. User was able to get the save, but K-Dogs positioned himself perfectly. Just double tap it off of his car.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are adding to our beautiful story here. We have a time limit. Not us, but user. His computer shuts down at midnight. His Cinderella story might just die if he can't close out this series fast enough. That would be really sad. So hopefully we can see him secure this win. If not, we also want to see a really solid series from K-Dogs about to be triggered. Terrible too is they want to do their best to keep this game going, keep the series alive. And that's what they're doing so far with the first goal of the game. Renzo's going to tie it up.
Beautiful play. The pass downfield shot. That was well done.
Yeah, really solid shot to just barely get it past about to be triggered.
And Roman's side note, if worse comes to worse, I can fill in if needed.
Sounds good. 40 gotcha. I love your predictions, man. Let's see what happens here. 4 minutes, man. Tied up. It's going to be a close one. It's do or die for Terrible Twos. Here comes the shot.
Bumps.
So much physicality for these guys. K-Dog's going to drop it top shelf.
The placement on that was perfect.
That was solid. Yeah, that was
only
a really
62
good flip.
miles an hour, but it felt faster. Good pass.
About to be triggered is going to pick this one up. Kind of an awkward touch off the top corner there. K-Dog's turn to try and go for a clear. And there's an easy shot for user.
Seems like it's going to be another pretty even game.
Yeah, that's going to be back and forth. Both of these guys want it so badly. Both teams really do have that nice clutch appeal to them as well. So whenever one team goes down, it seems like the other team is really always able to find a way to pick themselves back up.
Agreed. I feel like they're feeding off of each other. The more aggression from one team feeds onto the other team, and it feels like the other team steps up their aggression as well.
Yeah, at some points with the huge aggression, all the bumps right in front of the net, it feels like we're watching a hornet's nest. It's just so much is happening. Everyone's flying at each other, around each other, above and under each other. It's crazy.
I had to take a step back from my monitor because it was making me dizzy.
Yeah. So, about to be triggered going to push this one all the way forward. Rinsler's going to get a nice clear to stall this one for his teammate to get back.
0 boost.
So he can't really do much with that. So about to be triggered's just going to pick it up, rotates it all the way around,
that user.
flicks it up. K-Dog's turn. And there's the shot off the post. That selection.
Thread the needle.
I agree. There it is, right off the post there, man. It doesn't get closer than that because the defender had pretty much every other angle blocked off.
I like what he got you. K-Dogs has that clutch bone when his back is against the wall. Feels like he's gonna go hard the whole game.
Yeah, he's a fighter, not a flighter. But Rinsler...
But immediately we see a return.
Immediate answer, yeah.
Not today.
Oh, jeez. Rinsler just always finding those openings when they're present to him. Oh man, bit of a one was in the middle of that kickoff. It seemed User was the only one out, so he's able to clear it. Big pass.
Trying to pass. It was a good shutdown by K-Dogs.
Oh man, big challenge coming out of User.
Low 50.
Going up. Coming to the other side now. The pinch was there. Gets it past K-Dogs, but triggered. He's going to try and do his best to follow through. User pushing it over the top of everyone. We're going to the side of the wall here. Rinsler following up. About to be triggered. Trying to find a way to get in the middle of this. Here comes the bop up, and the shot is taken by Rinsler.
It could just be me, but I feel like the playstyle has evolved from playing keep away defensively to seeing who can get the longest clears and the hardest shots as fast as they can.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's been pretty insane what these guys have been able to accomplish here in this game, and the amount of adaptability, how much these guys have changed throughout the series so far has been incredible. So here it comes. K-Dogs, there's a shot. Rinsler, can he get to it in time? Yes, he can, but there's the follow-up going off the cross guard. The misread by his teammate triggered. There comes another opportunity, but it's a bit too high. User and Rinsler, there's a big bump. It's like a football play with that.
Ooh, just wide.
Here comes the pinch to keep it in play, but K-Dogs, he can pick this one up if he chooses to. He's going to let his teammate grab it, though. Smart play, good patience. K-Dogs now. I think he has some boost. Not a lot, so he gets the flip, but User's there waiting in the back line.
They have less than a minute to secure another goal.
Gotta tie it up.
Hopefully force an overtime.
K-Dogs with an open net somehow. There's a bit of a blunder coming out of ISO. Not sure if it was a whiff or a misrotate. Let's find out. Yeah, it was a whiff coming from Rinsler. So big opportunity has been taken from K-Dogs with that much on the line too. It's really good to see that open net shot wasn't missed.
I agree with chat. If anyone were to score there, the momentum would be huge going into overtime. I feel like we saw that in game 1 or 2, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was ISO that they got like two or three goals real quick in a low-scoring game. So here comes another demo. Big bump. And Triggered's gonna throw this one back. Oh, the nice low five too. These guys are on fire. They're running into each other. They're having a good time.
And chat's point was correct. That one goal was all they needed to get a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
I hope they're assuming, or not assuming, they're hoping that they won't have to have an overtime in this game because people have places to be, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens if the Cinderella story as midnight approaches is true or not. Rinsler's gonna try and take a shot, but defense was prepared. There comes the time.
They gotta keep it up.
Rinsler bopping it up. Here we go. And it's grounded. We're heading to game number 6.
Was that game? Yeah, it's game 6. I was lost there for a second. Again, I was playing Rocket League too much when I should have been really just studying for math class.
That's all right. Chat can do the math for us.
There you go.
So yeah, K-Dog's really coming in clutch once again. He 7 shots, man. That aggression. The late game is what I want to talk about when it comes to Terrible 2s because it was back and forth that whole match. And then when late game, that last minute rolled around, and they were down by 1. They found 2 quick goals. Their aggression, they were on orange side for the most of the late game. It was crazy. Such an awesome series that we have on our hands. So we're heading to game number 6 in the grand finals of the OSL. K-Dogs find an early possession here.
Oh,
Fakes
the early fake.
out.
5 seconds in and he's
ISO.
already breaking ankles.
The axles on user have been completely shattered.
I don't even see him anymore.
His pumpkin has been blown to smithereens, as we're, Cinderella story for user.
It took me a second.
So
but
yeah, that's the connection. All right, Rinsler.
And that was not an even kickoff like all the rest were.
I know that kickoffs are actually starting to turn more towards terrible twos again. I think it might be momentum induced. User though, oh my gosh, the shot selection off the post.
That was crazy.
So fast too. I mean, after you hit the post, it was probably like 40 or 50 miles per hour, but it was really quick shot though. Thanks for the follow. Who are y'all? All right, guys.
I blinked and someone had scored. I literally did not see that the first time.
It was pretty crazy. It was quick, and it was a nice shot selection from user. He's coming in clutch now. He's warm. Might be able to find his momentum.
I can see him demo chasing down the field. He's got something to prove.
Hey, here we go. User got a lot of boost. He's gonna. Oh, he misses the bump actually on triggered. And Rinsler's gonna bob this one up. User set up for it. Oh, kind of losing control of it though, unfortunately. So K-Dogs can grab this one easily. User can't decide if he's gonna go for a bump or go for the ball, and that ends up with a rotation instead. Can't let K-Dog sit, otherwise he'll just fake you out, and when you finally go for it, he'll just throw it over you.
I think Terrible 2's kind of got in a rut there for a little bit. They really didn't have an option but to play aggressively. Now that they've kind of got a little cushion, I guess you could say, they're starting to go back to those keep away
Open
plays.
net
It's
for
not
Rinsler.
necessarily working out there.
Big whiff coming out of that one.
But I am seeing a lot more fakes coming out this game than the previous one.
Yeah, that patience could pay off. I think ISO, they've really started to figure out the fakes a little bit though, a lot more. And it's a series.
Slightly predictable.
Yeah, it's starting to become that way. So maybe K-Dogs and About to Be Triggered can come up with some more plans and not leave the net open. 3 minutes here. User whiffing.
Tactical whiff.
Oh, big team bump with terrible twos there. The pressure might be getting to them here in game number 6. K-Dogs goes for the pass. Big save from user, and he's going to bop it over. Both defenders can't quite get to the net, though.
Dogs has the ball, but he's really low on boost.
Yeah, but he can still make something happen.
Still makes a shot.
Still found a way with literally, how much boost is that? How much boost is that? Zero boost. I think that whole sequence was 0 boost on K-Dogs.
That was perfect timing, because that was right after Horty just said K-Dogs needs to go aggressive, and within seconds he pulled that off with 0 boost.
Yeah, maybe Jordan's in his ear, man. Maybe he's the coach that they needed, but not the one that they deserve.
Oh.
Here comes About to Be Triggered with a nice setup. He's just going to get up to it before it's centered. We got a bit of an opportunity for ISO. Nice stall coming out, About to Be Triggered. Almost an own goal, but he's able to maneuver it to the side here, to the corner. But user's not going to let up. He's pushing forward, trying to find that victory, and Rinsler with the angle.
This is what I was talking about earlier, is optimizing off of your opponent's mistakes. Feels like Terrible 2's kind of got caught up there a little bit, couldn't figure out the rotations, and ISO was able to optimize.
Alright, K-Dogs. Roll around here. We're still on ISO's side, trying to make something happen. Boost has been stolen from ISO, so that might help a little bit if this play continues to go on. Finally, Rizzler has some boost, and we're heading back to Green side. K-Dog's going to center it here. User off the cross guard. Rinsler's kind of set up. Doesn't get the angle. Triggered's trying to find a way to keep this out the hands of ISO and get it to the other side. Big save from K-Dogs.
Both players, okay. Now K-Dogs has some for a while. They're both players on terrible twos. Very little boost.
Just a little bit more than a minute remaining here, and we're still on the side of terrible twos. You've been here for quite a while. We're still here. Been like about 30 seconds. There's the shot. Big save coming from Triggered. Nice pinch. That's going to help with the clear here, but we need to see the follow-up. People are so far away. 1 minute remaining. Let's see what we can see, and now we're heading all the way back to terrible twos. The time on each side has been just absolutely crazily different, but K-Dog's going for the shot. Can't quite get above it though. Yeah, it was a really nice save. That's his third. Market open net for Rinsler. K-Dogs finds a way to get to it. I would have loved to have seen a fake there. All right, K-Dogs, how much boost you got? Trigger's gonna push it forward and secure a demo. Can't quite center it though. 30 seconds now.
There's a bump between teammates.
It is do or die for terrible twos. Need to stay on the side of ISO. The aggression needs to come out clearly. Here comes K-Dogs. He's got just that, but User's gonna stall. He wants the trophy. He wants the championship. 3 seconds. We're now on ISO. Keep the ball up. It's up. It's centered. And it's on the other side. They've got another opportunity if they could just keep it up, but it's grounded.
ISO.
And ladies and gentlemen, your OSL Season 1 champions, ISO, with Rinsler and User.
Congratulations, boys.
What a series. Oh my
Something
goodness.
that really stood out to me that last game was boost domination. I felt like ISO had control over the entire field, and it felt like every time I looked at the terrible twos, they had absolutely zero in their tank.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. You want to jump into a post-game interview with these guys?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll grab you there. You guys did it!
Yes.
Yes.
How do you guys feel?
So good.
It's a long
so
road.
good to come into the last one as like newbies, and then come into this one as underdogs and pull out the win. It was really nice.
Yeah, that was great. That was very good. Felt like we played very good positioning, and it seems like that paid off. And yeah, it's good.
Absolutely. I have one quick question for Gavin. Is your computer turned off at midnight? Were you on a timer for this series?
I'm pretty sure. I think I got my dad to make some more time with it, but I don't know. It might be shutting off at 12. So yeah, it was pretty stressful. It literally at one point I was like gonna go for a shot, and it pops up on my screen. I was like, oh, okay, like not good. Yeah, it was a little stressful, but
Man,
yeah,
that's just
made it
adding
through.
to the stress, but you were able to keep that mentality. Was there any key points for you guys to kind of have the right mentality in such a long series too? And you guys also played earlier today. Was there anything you guys had to do to try to keep fresh and you know, not let your hopes go down after any crucial mistakes or blunders?
Well, one thing that we kept doing, like, really, we kept control of really good was, like, how stressed out we would get, you know? We kept saying, like, you know, just relax, just keep calm, you know? Which is a huge thing, because when you get tilted or a little stressed out or just negative, it's never going to end up well, so.
Even when we were getting creamed that one game, we were like, we got plenty of time. We can still do this. And then when we were like, knew there was no hope, we're like, let's still just go out swinging, you know? Like,
Exactly. I was like, let's go out for one more point, you know? We're not going to win this one, but let's just try to get more.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
You have any questions, Space Elvis?
Teach me your ways.
That's not a
it make
question.
me understand.
You guys did good.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. You
That's
guys
awesome.
have secured history today
Yes.
and cemented yourselves as an Orb Star champion. You guys
Yes,
are Orc Star
sir.
champions, so
Awesome.
congratulations.
That is awesome.
We'll be
The
sending you
first.
So much
guys
fun.
your rewards here soon.
Awesome.
Oh man,
Can't
that'd be
wait.
awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Thank you for setting all this up, Roman. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a
Thank
problem.
you so
Super fun.
much. It was awesome. Like I
Yep.
stopped playing Rocket League, and then Gavin's like, "Roman's getting the tournament back together." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Okay."
Yeah.
Nice,
Exactly.
and you just came in clutch. I love it, guys. Y'all had some really nice shots, really nice plays. Is there anything you want to say to all the people watching, all the fans, all the people that are going to check it out? And is there anything you're looking forward to for next season?
Well, the viewers, thanks for watching, and it's been a tough journey,
Oh
but
yeah.
good to see the progress, and hopefully we'll be able to defend the title next season.
Hopefully. I don't know about that though. People, I mean, each season people get better, so gonna be
Nice.
interesting. I can't wait though.
Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting changes, so we'll definitely be able to watch your story progress next season. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay, I actually have one more question. You know, Terrible Twos, they were utilizing fakes a ton. Is there anything that you guys actually had to like change around, or did you guys just kind of notice, okay, these guys fake it out a lot, we just got to be a little bit more patient? And Jordan is actually asking Gavin specifically, are your axles okay?
Oh man, they faked me out so many times. There was a solid like 6 times I was just out of the play because of the fakes, man. Like K-Dog's like, yeah, he got me good so many times, which I mean, the only way to combat that is kind of just play slower, play more passive
Good
and let them
positioning.
do it and then just turn
Honestly,
around, fake them out themselves, but it's hard to tell.
I know for me personally, and even Gavin, like we know the pressure is crucial. We can't give them time. So sometimes we'll commit when we know we're not going to do anything. We know we're probably going to
Exactly.
whiff or
Force
miss,
out.
but we still commit just to give the other person more time, put more pressure on them, make them hesitate. It's not always about getting the touch you want. It's just about getting your enemy in the mindset you want them.
Awesome.
And buying more time for your teammate.
Nice stuff.
So-
Thank you for that, guys. That's awesome. All right, well,
That's
Gavin's
awesome.
computer's about to die, so
Exactly. I
thank
know.
you guys.